Bill. I'm really glad you came in today. I know you've got a lot going on right now, especially with needing to find housing soon. I want to make sure we take time to talk through what's been happening for you. Well, to start, can you tell me a little bit about what your experience has been like trying to find a place to live? Thank you for sharing this with me. It sounds like you've been really putting yourself out there, applying for apartments, working consistently, and trying to do everything right, but you keep running into barriers because of your record. What's that been like for you emotionally going through that process? That sounds really discouraging, especially when you're making positive changes and still feel held back. You also mentioned feeling like the way you communicate might be affecting how landlords respond to you. Can you walk me through what usually happens when you talk with a landlord or property manager? So, from what you're describing, it sounds like sometimes you may come across in a way that doesn't fully reflect who you are or the effort you've been putting in. And at the same time, you're aware of it and you want to improve, and that really shows a lot of insight and willingness to grow. Where do you think communication style comes from for you? It makes sense that your background and past experiences could shape how you communicate with others. And it sounds like you're trying to adjust that so it better supports your goals, especially with finding housing. You've got a few important things happening at once: your housing timeline, your applications, and your communication with landlords. When you think about everything, what feels the most urgent thing for you to focus on right now? Okay, so I'm hearing that finding a place to live within the next 60 days is your top priority, and improving how you communicate could really help with that process. Did I get that right? Okay, let's think about that together. What do you feel most confident about right now whenever it comes to reaching out to landlords? And what feels like the most challenging for you? That's really helpful to understand. Would you be open to practicing some of those conversations together? Maybe doing a quick role play so that you can feel more prepared? We could also come up with a way for you to introduce yourself that highlights your strengths, like your steady job, your recovery, your progress that you've made. I want to take a moment to recognize how much you've already done. Right, and you've maintained a job, you've been saving money, you've stayed committed to your recovery, and that takes a lot of determination. And those are really important strengths that we can build on and move forward. So for now, it sounds like we'll focus on two main things: continuing your housing search and working to strengthen your communication with landlords. We can take it step by step so it doesn't feel overwhelming. How does that plan sound to you? Perfect. And thank you for being so open and sharing all of this with me today, Bill. I'm really looking forward to working with you on this.